Hey, so what's up? Hey, y'all, I normally don't do this kind of stuff. I don't do no videos on Facebook and TikTok unless it's business related and stuff. But I wanted to take a moment, man, to just do a personal type of message and say some things because I put a post up from my brother from another mother who was Bill Much, my high school teammate. He shot me a text last night. Reminding me that it was 33 years to the day that we played in the state championship against Bedford North Lawrence, and we lost that game. Was state runner-up and all of that stuff. But I really don't want to talk about the basketball game itself, or all of that kind of stuff, because I'm just really moved right now with all the people that's just pouring into me. Via that post and the engagement that everybody is just saying, because it wasn't just special for me and my teammates and all of that kind of stuff. It was really special for a lot of people in the community, and that's the thing I recognize more than anything. And so that's what's driving me to really post this message, because there's a couple of things that I just wanted to mention. Number one, I want to go back into that time just to say what made it so special, so people really understand and know that from my perspective, I don't look at it from a basketball sense at all, as a player or anything like that. I'm not sitting up here, rehashing the game moments or the stats or any of that kind of stuff, because really, I can tell you from the bottom of my heart, I don't miss practices. I don't miss games. I don't miss stats. Any the notoriety or popularity that came from all of that. I don't miss none of that stuff. What I do miss from every level of basketball that I've played on, from elementary to junior high, to high school to college, and a little bit of professional and whatnot. What I do miss is my teammates. I miss those times that we had, as teammates, as being in that brotherhood. It's a very, very special thing. That's a very special thing. And for me, just to be connected with those guys, it's a lifelong thing for me. And we all talk. I talk to players on pretty much every level that I've played with throughout my days and whatnot. So that's what's special to me. That's what's important to me. But I will say this. What made that moment in high school so special is because back in the 80s, in the 70s, if you grew up in Indiana in that Hoosier hysteria moment, one thing you could probably recall back then in the 80s, 90s, 70s, whatever, is if you were a high school basketball team that was playing around this time in March, that was a special moment. It was a special time. And believe you me, everybody in the state of Indiana knew who you were. And it didn't mean if you was the 11th man or 12th man on the team roster. The whole state of Indiana knew who that team was and every player on that team. That's how Hoosier hysteria was just like at its all-time peak and high during those times, man. And it was a very, very special time to be playing high school basketball in Indiana at that time. So I don't take any of that for granted, and I cherish it all of those experiences, the wins, the losses. I love it all. I take it all because there was a learning lesson in all of it, and it gave me something from a personal standpoint. So it was just a blessing all around. But one of the things that's very important, and this is what I'm seeing from all these people that are pouring into the post and talking about it and all that kind of stuff, is that it brought the community together. And see, that's something that, sometimes politicians can't do, social activists can't do, philanthropists can't do. But a little bitty small high school brought a whole county together. Because see, let me tell you how it worked back then. Back then, we would be about our high school in the sectional. and it was the high school against high school. And then when you won and you went from sectional, you went to regional, then okay, whoever was in your sectional, those schools banded together under that school that won and went on to the regional. You win your regional, same thing with semi-state, all the way to state. So by the time we got to state, we had all of Elkhart County behind Concord High School. And that's what I mean about bringing a community together. And that's what made it so special for me, but I think for the whole community, because we came together as a community, we unified as one, and we went out there and we showed school spirit and school support. You guys showed support for us as fans. But there was nowhere in Elkhart County, and really for me, Northern Indiana, that I went and didn't get recognized or wasn't known during that time period. So it was a very special time. Like I said, very humbling. I don't take none of that for granted, and I'm thankful of my family and my friends especially. I had a crew of friends that kept me grounded at all times, and I never lost perspective on that. So I just wanted to mention that because I just feel like right now, during this time we living in, man, we got political collapse going on. We got, financial collapse, on the brink. We got social collapse happening here and there, and flare-ups and whatnot. But I just wanted to say that because there's one thing that could save all of that stuff from the collapse, and that's human beings. That's us. And when we all come together, and that's what I remember. That made that time for me in high school, playing basketball, so magical, is that we came together as a community, and we were unified, and we just made it a magical time. And we as a people, as a human race, we need to think about maybe doing that, for our communities now, and for our world and our nation now. So, let me get off my soapbox. But again, thank y'all, man. I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. I try to respond to everybody who, like I said, pour into the post and engage with the post and whatnot. Sometimes I'm able to do it. Sometimes I can't. But all in all, I want you to know that I love you, and I'm grateful for you, and everything, all the support, all the love, man. I give it right back. Peace.